Many sports games of nomads originate from the martial arts. For example, the one called Kumis or lift up a coin. At a full gallop, the horsemen lift up silver bars or bags full of coins from the ground. Whoever does that wins. And this competition is directly related to the hostilities of nomads. When the warrior ran out of arrows or other weapons, he had to be able to replenish his arsenal with weapons scattered on the battlefield without stepping off his horse. You are watching the Ethnosport.
Ethnosport.
They say that during his visit to Central Asia, Alexander the Great was simply amazed to see the Kumis competition of lift up a coin. Here it is, a real training for the rider-warrior, said the commander then. This ancient nomad game continues to amaze the planet to this day. It requires remarkable strength and dexterity. Back in the days, this original game has appeared due to the harsh nomadic life and frequent military campaigns. But today it has become a competition and a sport. The Kazakh national game Kumis has deep historical roots. Since then, the rules have not changed much. At full gallop, horsemen must lift as many valuable prizes from the ground as possible. Initially, these were silver ingots, later bags stuffed with coins. Well, now often it's just colored kerchiefs. We have now seen dexterity, courage and the highest skill of horse control. I have seen many times during the holidays Nowruz how Jigecs lift colored kerchiefs from the ground, and I always wanted to repeat this trick. But it is very risky, and I could not dare. But on the other hand, I'm the host of the Ethnosport and I need to try everything. I hope the circus artists are watching our program and they like it. And they will not refuse me to bring this crazy idea to life. Hello. I watched you. It's very beautiful. Everything is clever. And I really want to repeat this trick. Can you help me with this? Sure, I will. First, let's ride the horse. Let's check you out. Let's start with the seating. Have you previously sat on a horse? Yes, several times. Then it will be not difficult for you. Look. What is his name? Apache. Apache. Good. Our saddle is made specially for horseback riding. They have such things so that stirrups do not hang around. And you can put your right foot in the stirrup or right here. You see? I think it will be convenient for you if you put it here. Hold on to the reins with your right hand and lean forward. Put it right here. Here you sit and go down like this. For instance, if that thing lies here, you must go down right after it. Right here. You can try it slowly for now. It is better not to pull this leg out of the stirrup, on the contrary. And pull this one out, also do not pull out. Then how do you do it? This is the maximum that I can. The stirrup is not letting me do more. Well then, stirrups need to be lengthened. Then the stirrup needs to be lowered, right? Now, let's do it. Now try it.
Так, еще раз пробуем.
Попробуйте. Вот.
Here. Is it better? While there is still a couple of centimeters missing. Just a little more. Mariam, can I have a kerchief here? Here, throw it beautifully. Like that. Few centimeters left. I'll bend it a little bit now. Here. Now try it. Come on. A little more. 1 more centimeter. See, you have to go down there. You have to just dive right there. The peculiarity of any equestrian game is that both the horse and the rider are prepared for each type of competition separately. As a rule, a horseman that takes part in an outdoor spark does not compete in Koppa. The horses are selected very carefully. They also have different training programs. The Kumis Alu game is only for fast horses. This is required by the rules. The horse should stand straight and not lean sideways when the rider reaches the ground and picks up coins or a kerchief. Horse's belly is tightened so that the horse keeps its posture. So, Mariam, you can go a little forward. I'll try it on the go. Let's try it. Well then, my 5-minute training session is over. Now we will try to do it on the go. Mariam? Just like that. Are you ready? Ready? Let's go. Go down. Lower. Lower. Good. Well, it was done while the horse was standing. Let's do it on the go. Second take. Let's do it. Let's go. It did not work out. Apache probably thinks I'm from another tribe, and he does not want to obey. The stirrup is tangled. Okay, I'm ready. I think we need to go a little bit to the left here. Okay. Go, go, go. Why did not work out again? Here is another take. No, we missed it again. For some reason it doesn't work. Well, what did you think? Jiggets have been doing this since they were little, and I have to do this in 10 minutes. I have to do it. You're right. I must do it. Come on, take your time, and go down. Lower. Here is my kerchief. Scarlet scarf. So, well, I don't know what it was. 5 minutes of fame or 5 minutes of shame, but one of them for sure. Nevertheless, the red kerchief is in my hands. I thank you all for this wonderful experience. Now, if we turn off all the cameras for 10 minutes, I'll practice more, and then we will go back to this episode, okay? The director waves and says okay. We'll be back. The Kumis Alu game has another name, Tenge Alu. For stuntmen starring cool action scenes, this game is a serious training for their work. Anyone who can easily cope with raising coins from the ground performs the most difficult tricks in films with less risk. TEMIRKHAN TURSINGALIYEV is a young stuntman. He began his career with competitions in Tenge Alu. Only our group practices Tenge Alu. It is mainly used for the shows. It is very useful for films. Because, for example, we worked for Mulan film in New Zealand. There was such a moment. Mulan, stuntwoman, picks up objects from the ground. This also somehow relates to Tenge Alu. The nomad stunt team led by Jibek starred in the Disney movie based on the animated film Mulan. They showed very complex tricks, but those tricks were not difficult for the team. Firstly, they had excellent training, and secondly, the horse stunt skills are in their blood. After all, their ancestors were nomads. Tenge Alu. How is it done? The rider usually puts his foot on the saddle and grabs an object from the ground. This, of course, depends heavily on the horse, on the rider, the heights of the horse and the rider. For skillful stuntmen who deal specifically with horses, it is not a problem at all. The game Tenge Alu, or in another way Kumis Alu, is good because any number of people can participate in it. The more of them take part in it, the more interesting the game becomes. The rules are simple. Coins are scattered across the field and jiggets on the way from start to finish must collect them. And you need to ride at full speed. While raising a coin, you cannot slow down and stop. There are rules for the horse as well. It should not help the rider by bending over, and it must keep its posture. The winner is the one who collected the most coins. Nowadays, Kumis Alu has become one of the favorite games of the youth. So Tenge Alu is very, very useful for our craft. In the stunt part, this is very important. It is not so difficult. Over time, you can learn everything. This is not considered a complex trick, and it is like a sport, some kind of exercise. It is also very widespread. The most important thing in this game is the horse's reliability, says the young stuntman. So the rider can sit confidently in the saddle. In any competition, 90% of success depends on well-trained horses. Athletes say that when they sit on such horses, immediately they get excitement and the will to win. There is always excitement. It seems to me this is what always makes our tricks so interesting. When you feel the excitement, you want to pick up more kerchiefs or objects than others. This is when you're encouraged. This is real excitement.
Апачи, ты молодец. Ты мой друг, я твой друг, мы с тобой одной крови.
Ну ничего. Зато платочек у вас.
Our host Arman is feeling thrill of the race. He had completely trusted the horse, and the horse did not fail him. True, Apache was a little tired. He was trying to quietly leave with every fall of Arman, but he did not abandon him. Apache is a smart horse, athletic and trained for different tricks. He will lead his rider to victory. I got the kerchief, but if it was a piece of silver, I would buy a plane ticket and travel far away. Apache. So my training continues.
Продолжается. Ага. Так, все. Апачи.
We are not kidding. You and I are working.
Мы с тобой на работе.
Go down.
Не дошли сейчас. Оба.
Now we have to do it. Now we have to do it.
Вы этот...
Раньше времени, да, наверное?
You're going down too early.
Где-то вот здесь надо, да?
И ныряйте сразу.
Где-то
А то
вот
лошадь останавливается, видите?
Угу.
Не дает вам взять.
Так, на исходную. Идем. Идем. Промахнулись.
Do it with confidence. Like that.
Вот. Вот так.
Что-то было.
How do you feel?
Ну что же.
You know, I feel some kind of pride and self-confidence. Well, I did it. And if I did it once, I will do it the second time.
Делаю второй.
Come down, Apache.
Спокойно, Апачи, спокойно, спокойно.
The more I can do it, the more excitement I have. So, come on, come on. Well, that's it. As they say, each time it is getting better and better. And now, you know what I regret the most? I regret that I was born in a big city when I had no opportunity to sit on a horse from childhood and play Kumis alu. But they say, better late than never. Usually during one race, it is impossible to get all the knots with coins, therefore after one player goes another. He hopes that he will be able to pick up the kerchief. This fuels the interest of the audience, and they fill the nodules with money again. And the game continues. All money earned remains with the winner, and he deserves it. The Kumis alu contest is a very risky even for skillful horsemen, even for experienced guys like me. But in the Great Steppe, even small children played it. But adults have developed special rules for them, without horses. Instead of horses, children used sticks and imitated racers. They picked up candy or coins scattered on the ground. Well, after training, I will try to do it myself, to lift a kerchief from the ground without an instructor. So far at a slow pace. Maybe then I'll move on to a gallop. All nomad games were mobile and competitive. Nomads taught their children strength, agility, endurance, and the desire to be a winner. And such qualities as courage were originally present in every nomad. Perhaps they absorbed them with their mother's milk. Genes. The rider gene is also in the blood of our host Arman. In just 2 hours he learned to play Kumis alu. In the old days on holidays, our ancestors always held such competitions. Sometimes Kumis alu was a kind of rite that was performed when the bride entered the groom's house. She used to take off her silver jewelry, put them in a knot and toss them onto the field along with other shawls. A jigget who picked up such a knot usually gave it to his beloved girl. But this is a festive, romantic version of the game. Kumis alu is a special race for nomads on horseback. It trains such skills on which the life of the nomad sometimes depended. Initially, it was the basis of the military sports training of each nomad. And now, this is an entertaining contest. But its significance still remains. After raising an arrow from the ground and immediately firing it at the enemy, the warrior could remain alive in this battle. And that was his reward. And in a modern competition, such a beautiful kerchief can be an award. Sit on a horse, accelerate well, raise your prize from the ground, and feel the fighting spirit of our ancestors. Thank you very much, friends, for this experience. You are watching the Ethnosport. See you soon.